Vex here. So today I'm here to review a demo for one of my friends, Dr. Dog here. So we have him on C2 pistol playing A. He chooses to play top of default box. Which is fine, I guess. And then he gets a call B, so he's rotating.
We're in the clear, lads. Blending.
That was pretty unfortunate. Your teammate died. Maybe you didn't get a call out that he died, so you didn't get a chance to react to the dude pushing a market. So that was just unfortunate. So your team decides to full save, except for one dude. But okay, so you decide to buy armor, which is interesting. I think if you were to buy head armor, you should upgrade your pistol, or you actually have enough money to get an ump, which is a really good buy, an ump and head armor, because you did buy head armor and you have enough money for an ump. So maybe buying an ump would have been ideal, or 5.7 deagle, depending what preference you want. But just buying armor and a USP isn't gonna really do you any good. So either you full save like three of your teammates did, or you full buy like this dude with the smiley face did. So this was kind of a bad buy because you like played in no man's land where you should either force buy full out or you should save full out. So you buy armor USP again, which also kind of weird. It's just a weird buy. Maybe at least a P250 instead of a USP. A P250 is only $300, and you're gonna do much more damage with a P250 than a USP. So you got head armor, which is great, and you stayed around 3K, which is really good. You'll have a lot of money for your gun round. I'd recommend staying around the high 2000s, so like 28, 29, 30, or even 27, 26 is fine. You'll just have to not buy head armor, which doesn't really matter if the whole team has AKs, but I'd just buy a 250 or a P250 right here. Put you at 270 or 2700. You'll be set for next round. Because at this point, you're just trying to hurt the T-side's economy by killing one of them so they have to rebuy, or even trying to take one of their guns and saving it. So right here, you got a ump. You should see an AK T-spawn unless that's your teammate getting it, which he does. So your teammate should save. He should try run away, but he's gonna fight and die. And you were kind of stuck. And it's debatable saving an ump, so I would have fought probably, especially with like head armor. Try to get a better weapon. But your teammate had an AK, should definitely save on that. So both of you smoke apps, which is bad team communication. I don't like that smoke you threw. Pretty sure that's your smoke, the one that's really close. They could be walking up your apps and they could just explode on you. So you want to throw a deeper smoke apps so you can get a lot of information. So you decide to push through the smoke. So now you're in a good position. You look, you don't see anybody B, and you just don't want to make noise. You can hold this angle right here. You might want to play a little bit back. There you go. And just stay there. You hear them. There you go. Easy kill. Now you have bomb. You call that to your teammates. You can either give up your position, but I wouldn't because you have the bomb down. So try to hold your ground. Wait for your teammates to rotate, which they are. So that's good. So they're kind of screwed right now. You should keep eye on the bomb. You hear them. There you go. That's perfect play. So you decide to op apps. So if you're opping apps and you're gonna op van or on plat right there, I would tell your teammate not to smoke it because you want to hold the angle apps if there's a smoke there, you really can't do anything. And if they're walking up, right behind the smoke, as soon as they fade, you're dead. So right there, you don't want him to smoke it, so you can peek it because you have the advantage far distance. And you're gonna get there as soon as they come into your crosshair, if they come really fast. So at least if you don't hit your shot, you can fall back, get info, how many you see. But with this smoke, it doesn't do any good for you at all. You decide to farm market, which is not a bad idea. This is a good position for an op. Get blinded. Miss your shot. Okay, you see it. And decide to push bench with an op, which is a risky play. My opinion, I would have sat market and maybe come to the side that's closer to bench and just held an angle right there, see if anyone crosses bench or site, and just hold that angle for a little bit because your teammates have kits. At least you're one person. I didn't know if, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure you had a kit as well. So you had some time to work and try to get a pick to make this an easier fight. If you could have got one picked and your teammate got a pick, it would have been a 2v2, and that's definitely a winnable situation. Now you put your team in a hard retake position, especially with another op. Oh, this is an easy stick. Wow. I don't know why you guys got pretty lucky. I don't know why that dude would go cat when it's not planted for him. That's just bad positioning on his part. So you decide to switch to the op on the retake, and if that was me, I would definitely not pick up an op, especially at this situation. Unless you're going to save this, I would stick to retaking with the rifle because it's way easier to retake with the rifle, especially when you're down, when you're not at an advantage, because there's multiple angles you have to look, and sometimes you have to not peek an angle to look at an angle, or you just have to kind of gamble. So I would have stuck with your rifle unless you're going to save this. If you save this, then I guess it is a smart idea. Right here, 2v3, you get a pick, which is really good. So you decide to go in the op, so you might as well keep going. Get one, okay. So you should call one's palace, and you gotta find out where the other dude is. So now you know where both people is. See right here? Good peek. You know, last one's palace. You have to tap on that bomb right there. Force him to peek. He's not gonna peek unless you tap that bomb. That was a really good round. Let's the retake off though. Maybe you're just good at it. So here you're scoping apps. See how there's no smoke? So you have a decent amount of info. You could even jump into plat and start pushing a little bit and look at where underpass is, because you basically hear nothing here. So you want to get information on CT side to help your team. Because if you hear nothing B, you don't see anything B, probably A or mid, which you see there's one mid and one A. So you're holding bench. I think bench is a really strong position. I think you should have stayed there, because now you're open to apps. If they were apps, you're dead. Okay. That's fishy, but we might let that one slide on Overwatch, right? 1v3, you have an op. Pick. So you should know where both players are. You should know one's around default and one's to the left of the site. So you have a pretty good idea of where they should be. So I see you looking left side. You could have used a shot. Now, that smoke, I don't know what that smoke is for. That was basically a pointless smoke. You should have kept your smoke for the bomb. That's definitely what I would have done. Kept your smoke for the bomb instead of just throwing it randomly. It doesn't do you any good. Right here, if you had a smoke, you might stick it. again, retaking with an op, trying to clutch with an op, hard. You miss one shot and you're dead. So what I would have done was I would have kept my smoke. If I had an op and I was confident, I would have smoked the bomb, tapped it, and then maybe wait a little bit until you hear him shoot, and then you peek out of the smoke and then kill him, which would be a pretty smart play. Or if you're ballsy, you could stick it. But in my case, you weren't, the bomb timer wasn't about to explode, so you didn't have to stick it. You could have tapped it, played around with the bomb, and you could have smoked the bomb, tapped it, and peeked him. That was probably the best play right there. So you guys decide to save, and you're at 2,600. You buy P90 armor. Although that might be the best set of weapons you could do for this like kind of sort of eco round. I guess you had a lot of money. I would have dropped your teammates because if you look here, USP, P2K, is that a P250? I can't tell, and USP. So instead of buying P90 head armor and a kit is also could buy it. Usually you don't buy kits on ecos. So instead of buying a P90, you could have dropped your teammates 5.7s or P250s, and maybe you could have got a 5.7 P250. So you have lots of money, so you can easily full buy next round. Right now you're sitting at 2,600, and you're on one loss bonus, so you're not gonna get tons of money. So maybe drop your teammates some better pistols, so they have a better chance of winning their fights, because winning a fight with a USP or a default pistol is really hard. But if they had a P250, it'd be easier. And maybe instead of a P90, you can go with an ump. Playing a pretty good angle, but I don't know. You see right here, if you didn't notice, you can rewind this, but you were looking at the door. Like, you were literally aiming like at the wood, which makes no sense. So either you're like actually looking where the enemy should be, so you put your crosshair, so that's just bad crosshair placement. So you either put your crosshair at the door, or if you want to try to be really smart, as you see you got blinded right here, you can play anti-flash, so you can be looking away from the flash, so be looking at sight, and as soon as you hear that flash pop, then you turn around, because that's probably their flash to blind you, but since you fucking mind game them, you don't get flash, you turn around, and you have a P90. So it should be an easy 2 kills at least. So you just got blinded. So right here also, I would have fell back. So let's see what you do. So you decide to stick it. Ballsy as well. You peek wide, you fall back. I like it. And you die in smoke. So you guys are on 4K, 3K, 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 4K. So what I would have done here is half buy. So 5.7 armor. So pistol armor basically is a half buy. So half buy for all your teammates. Maybe you drop for a Smiley. He only has 3,400. So maybe you drop him P250 5.7. Probably P250 so he could buy armor. So then he could half buy. So everyone should have armor and a pistol, and a better pistol is what you should do, because you guys have just not enough money to full buy, but don't full eco with this. You want to try to get something done on this, either save a weapon from the T side or win the round. You look at your money, it's all over the place, which you don't want. So if I was you in this situation, I would have bought, because your teammates bought. If your teammate buys, then you have to buy, because you might as well, because you have to. You don't want one person trying to fight a rifle and then you have pistols. Maybe if you had a better pistol, you would have helped them out. So just buy. Even though you know it's not right, you just have to buy. You don't want this. This is like, again, like no man's land when you're buying a USP and head armor. It doesn't do your team any good. So I would have bought crosshair placement. Sometimes your mind wanders off and you're looking at this dude, but crosshairs all over the place. You're looking here at the box. You have to be pre-aiming something. You have to stay focused. Your ramp's not smoked, and Did you throw smoke already, or did you not buy? I don't remember, but smoke ramp, smoke palace. Right now, you could be killed from ramp or palace. You're really looking at nothing. I mean, I freeze the frame, but just always be aware of your crosshair placement. You always want your crosshair at places where enemies could be. So you get a call connector. So let's see how you play this. A lot of moving. You didn't get any kills. You barely did damage to them because your bullets went like up in the sky because you're moving. Really inaccurate. So you either commit to your fight or you're jiggle peeking, right? I'll show you how. I'll show you maybe what you should have done in that play. But yeah, you just committed. So you either commit and try to get 1-2 kills because you could have got a spray down right there, or you jiggle peek and try play around. Because you had a flash and a molly and a nade, I'm pretty sure. So you had some nades to work with when they're coming out, flying out connector, and your teammate should have called. There's lots, and I'm pretty sure you did. So this was basically your utility set right here. So what I would have done here, if they were pushing me, is either, so I have one flash. So I would have either maybe pop flash like this, and then peeked. And you decided to dry peek, which is okay. So maybe you dry peek like this, bring him down. See how I kind of crouch? Because crouching makes me stop, and it also helps me control my recoil. So I stop, shoot, get 1, maybe even 2, and I come back. Either I fall back CT or I fall back triple. And I have a molly and a nade, right? So maybe I could molly stairs, or I could have mollied connector area. You have a nade also, so you could just like kind of backwards throw this nade like this, and it would do a lot of damage. Or so you decided to commit like this, right? So maybe you can do what I call like kind of jiggle peeking. So do like something like this, just kind of dance. So burst like this. Try not to expose a lot of yourself, but it's hard for the T's to kill you when you're doing this, right? So you can do that, right? But you just want to stay alive as long as possible and try to get as many T's. Because if you commit like this, you might get 1, but you're gonna die. If you kind of play around with them, get a nice headshot there, fall back, like this, get another one, like this. Maybe you decide. Don't do it in a rhythm though. Don't do it like 1, 2, 3, because then they're gonna start timing it. So maybe like do 1, 2, and then hold a little bit. 1, 2, keep a little bit like that, right? Since you guys just lost that, I would force into this because you guys just lost a round, and so your loss bonus got reset. So anytime your loss bonus gets reset, you're probably going to have to double save. Like the smiley face, he has only 1,900. So if you guys, even if he full ecoed, he's going to have to save again. So you might as well force, because you're gonna save twice anyway. So you force. So in this case, I'd force. So since you're an apps B player, you're playing really passive. You're getting no information. So when you're playing an apps player B, you want to push it sometimes. You want to smoke deep and try to get close and see if you can get information. But don't blatantly just die, but push up sometimes, because look at this. This information is key. You could walk, push here, say, okay guys, they're not apps. So what does that mean? They're either A or mid, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of mid people like going connector. So you could flank B, go underpass, catch these mid guys way off guard. Or you could flank all the way around from apps into top of mid. That's so much information for your team, and it should guarantee you guys around if you can flank a couple times. This is so key. You're playing passive, you're not getting any type of information for your team. CT side, you want as much information as possible, but you don't want to go overboard. But right now, you're just playing passive, and you've been playing passive this whole game. So you drop bomb down, jungle, so you know when to hit her, it's my shot. I don't blame you for taking that fight. I would have took that fight too. When you're in a disadvantage like in a 1v2, you want to take 1v1 fights. You don't want them to pick you at the same time because you're gonna die. So you want to try to isolate the two T players right there and take a fight. If you killed him, then it would have been a 1v1. So taking that fight was okay. And at this point, you need a save. This is our automatic save right here. You know they're going A. You have one lurking, you don't know that, but this is a save. You want to play a safe position. You're at 5 HP. I know you have a kit, but this is not winnable. 2v4 on 5 HP, your teammate has a dig. Unless he somehow gets like 92 kills, 3 kills or something, this is an automatic save for you. You want to save this, especially since look at your team's money. It's pretty shit. $600, you're going to have to drop somebody. So you're pushing and you die. Even though you might have still gotten killed from this dude flanking, you have a better chance of trying to save than trying to take fights like this. So you yeah, right here, you don't need to buy head armor. Because look at this. Headshot, without headshot, no matter what. AK, headshot, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. Even a D. Give me head armor. So buying head armor when you don't have a lot of money is pretty pointless on CT side. Unless you know they're ecoing or like it's beginning of the round and they have SMGs. You don't want to buy head armor. You save $450 instead of a head armor, you could have bought a kit, which I would have done. So that's a pretty good buy. Smoke, flash, nade, and a kit. So instead of head armor, I would have just stick to body armor and a kit. But I think you should be playing a little more aggressive on your CT side. I think it will help win more rounds for your team. Because if you can get one kill and just fall back, that's so significant. 5v4. Putting in a 5v4 is great. So you already have, so even this dude already died. 5v4, you guys already have like a 75% chance to win the round. So you get one kill and you get one kill apps, smoke it and fall off. 5v3, that's key. Instead of playing passive where they can explode on you. So you have to change the pace of the game sometimes. Sometimes you have to play aggressive, sometimes you can play passive, but you can't just be playing passive 24/7 and give the T's. You're basically giving them all of this room to work with. You don't want them to have all this map control. You want to have the map control on either side. So you're giving up all this map control for free, basically. They're not nading you, they're not flashing you, so you have to fall off for free. They don't have to do anything to get that. So if you're pushing up and you get flashed, then you have to fall back. But they had to use a flash, or they had to do something to make you fall back. But here, you're already fall back, and they didn't have to do anything. So you're giving them free map control, which is bad. So you know a lot of these bench. So here, you decide to run, which is good. You don't want to, like I was talking about clutching, he wants to isolate you before all your teammates. So all your teammates are mid. So he wants to try to kill you before all your teammates can rotate. So right here, you just hide and wait for your teammates to come. Instead, you're trying to peek him. And if he kills you, it puts him at a 1v2, and then maybe to 1v1. So you're taking this fight, which is really unnecessary. You should wait for your teammates, hide. You could just hid there and be fine. Your teammates have bomb mid, so he has to push you. You don't have to push him, but right here, you're trying to peek and push him, basically. Very unnecessary. Little tip, you have USP. How much money do you have on you? 600. Upgrade to a 5.7. Where's that $650 going after this round? Nowhere. It's going fucking deleted from the game. Might as well spend it on a 5.7 or an upgraded pistol. Right? No point. So you're playing aggressive cats. So right here, you're basically, this is like pushing apps. So you're pushing up cat, which is great. You're getting a lot. You're getting info, You clear chair, you're pushing mid, aggressive play.
Deploying
There's chance for
flashbang.
this to become a 5v3. And this and I think you're making noise so he can hear you. What I would have done was walk. Just walk. Play around that smoke there. Because you know I'm pretty sure you should know there was one top mid. So you should be walking instead of making all this noise. You don't want them to hear that. Very aggressive play right there. Unnecessary, yeah. But, I mean, you can go for those aggressive plays. So I do that shit, so.
Flashbang.
Looks like you got the Russian key. There you go. See how you were standing still right there? Smoke. Plant there. It's fine. Nice shot. It's a good round. You know what? So you know where both players are. So here, you want to position yourself best so you don't get killed by. So you're not in the line of sight of both of them. Moving, got lucky on that. I know you did. Lots of, just chill. You just stand there, tap or spray or do whatever you do. Kind of got lucky on that, but just stay still. And you guys lose that round. See how he isolated both of you into two 1v1s? Smart. That was a smart play. But if we rewind a little bit. Also, that's kind of your teammate's fault because you killed the other dude, so he knows where you are, but he just might not know where Al is. So Al should have set up a crossfire. So if he peeks you, then he's exposed. So Al should get the kill as soon as you die.
It's us or them.
Does that jungle smoke hit? I'm curious. Can I move out of your body? No, I can't.
Throwing fire.
Is there a gap in that?
Throwing flashbang.
I think you're throwing your jungle smoke a little too high. You want to aim it a little bit lower, because I'm pretty sure there's like a gap right there.
Throwing flashbang.
Okay, I don't know why you pushed there. There's no reason to push at all. Just hide behind triple. Let them push you again. They have to come to you. You don't have to go to them. Just relax, hold an angle, and let them come to your crosshair. You don't need to push. Crosshair's a little low on this. You can see right here. Compare it. You're aiming at his stomach. I know it's hard, but aim a little bit higher. And right here, this is walking. You shouldn't be running. You should be walking, so they don't hear you. So this is a walk. Just walk and sneak around. You decide to knife. Yeah. And you're running around that corner and spraying. Just you gotta learn to counter strafe. Running. There you stayed still. See how accurate that was? You stood still, got a 1 tap. Or like 3 taps, but
I am planting the bomb.
you wanna learn to just peek. Right there. Should have been a kill. He has 3 HP. You were aiming at him. Where did your bullets go? Well, they went all over the place. Why? Because you were moving. You gotta stand still. You gotta learn to counter strafe. I'll show you how to counter strafe actually right now. So basically, you're coming here, right? And there's a dude, and you lit him for 97. He had 3 HP. Easy kill. Should have been guaranteed kill. But you decided to do something like this. Let me show. C_show. Right? So this is what you decided to do. So you decided to swing out and do this, basically. That's why that was 97 and 3. You see, maybe your bullets are right here, but this is where the rest of the bullets went. It was way out there. Like, look at how inaccurate this is. So instead, what you should do is something called counter strafe, right? So right now I'm holding my A button, so I'm moving left. So I'm holding my A, and if I don't hit anything, right, you see how I still kind of still move to the left direction slowly. If I do show CL underscore I can't type, show cost 1, you can see up right here, it'll show my speed, my velocity right here, so it's at 0 right now. So I'm pressing A, and then you can see how you see it kind of go down to 0. It goes, you can see like 225 and then 100 then 0. So I'm just holding A and then I'm letting go, let go, and I'm still moving left a little bit, right? So what you want to do is something called counter strafe. So I'm hitting my A key, then I want to hit my D key. You want to go in the opposite direction that you were going. So A key, then D key. You will see that my velocity straight to 0, and so straight to 0. So you can look at the velocity right now. I'm going to do it without counter strafing, and this is with counter strafing. So counter strafing is a big deal when you're trying to peek somebody. So counter strafe. Now look at how accurate my bullets are. Instead of doing this, now I'm doing this. Easy kill. 7, 8 bullets straight to the head, straight to the chest. He's dead. Instead, you do 97 and 3 bullets, and you're dead. See, you're throwing that smoke too high, leaves a gap. I'll show you how to throw jungle again, real quick. So in the demo, I was saying you were throwing your smoke too high, right? So you were lining up just fine. So you were lining up like right here, right? And you were lining it up right here, right too. You were lining up at this line. You were going up, which is correct. Everything was correct here until you came up with how high you should go. So you were aiming like up high right here. So if we see where that smoke goes, it's gonna leave a gap on this right side, which is really significant for a CT because there's a lot of space that they can look at, right, and kill you. So this is how you throw it properly. So again, the same lineup. You look at this little kind of line right here, and then you look at this line, and you just want to go straight up. And you're going to the height of this. You want to go in the middle between this and that height right here. So you want to aim like right here. This is perfect. So you can see I throw, and it's gonna leave no gap. You can barely see here. You can see basically nothing here. This is way better, right, than what you were throwing. So that's how you throw. One more time, I'll show it again. Right, so again, line up with this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Line up with this white thing all the way. You want to get in the middle of this and this wall. So right here, throw. And it's really consistent. It'll hit every time. Like that. And this is a strong position. Now, actually, you're right. You should be covering your teammate because he's wide open to CT. So you want to have his back right there. So you want to watch CT, but once he gets that bomb down, maybe he should be hiding firebox or something, and you should just stay. You should just chill right here under balk. Under balk is a really strong position because you're not exposed to anything. The only thing that could catch you off guard that's not in front of your field of view is a dude coming down that ladder, but there's a low chance of that happening. So you got to take some risks. So if you just play under balk, there's no place. Every CT is gonna come from your field of view. If they come CT, they're gonna have to pass through you looking at the front of or looking around the field of view. They come connector, jungle, ramp, they all have to come to you. So this is a really strong position. So you should just chill here. Teammate decides to go there, bad idea, but he moves back. He moves firebox. So this is pretty good. You guys are all chilling, which is great. You want them to peek you guys. Don't give them easy fights. But again, crosshair placement iffy. Why is your gun there's no way a CT is just gonna pop out of nowhere right here. you should be either aiming like right here if they're coming jungle or CT, or maybe right here if you think they're come CT and come here, but you're literally aiming at nothing, which means you're gonna have to react to something, which is not good. Also, there you go. Right there, again, they know where you are, so why are you peeking wide? Just hold there so they peek you. You just gotta hold the angle. Right now, they're holding the angle because they think you're going to peek. And you peek, you're dead. If you chill, there's a chance you can get another 1 kill, maybe 2 even, because they're peeking you, and they have to come peek, and you're ready for it. Best thing. Tried. It was pretty hard, but again, when you're trying to clutch in disadvantaged situations, 1v4s, 1v3s, 1v2s, you always want to try kill people. You always want to try get a 1v1 battle. So you want to basically try and make sure that you're only exposed to one angle, and that exposed angle is what you should be aiming at. So you want to try your best so you're not exposed from 2 angles where 2 people can shoot you at the same time. But it's just a hard round. Bomb's not planted for you, so interesting situation, but you kind of have to play here now. So 1v1, and the bomb's not planted for you. So now this is kind of hard. Let's see what you decide to do. And CT, is he going to push you? Wow, he decides to push. No.
I'm defusing the bomb.
You guys win this? Oh. So that was kind of unfortunate, but again, like I said before this happened, bomb's not planted for you, so you technically gotta kind of get put in a disadvantage. So I think the reason why you lost that was just you put yourself in a position where the bomb's not planted for you, puts yourself in a disadvantage, and he decided to get off the bomb, which was a really ballsy play, especially with the time, but he did, and it worked out for him. But yeah, overall not bad, 38 kills, right? I hope you enjoyed my demo reviewing. I'm not a pro, but I'm pretty experienced, so I hope this helped.